Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McKola. Now, probably still a little bit, worse for wears, a little bit pissed from that Dublin live event, which was absolutely incredible. Can I start by saying thank you to everyone that came out? And Manchester United have just made my mood even more better. You know what? Marcus Rashford has made my mood even more better. It wasn't a great performance from Manchester United. I feel like we could have created more chances, even though you look at that first half and you go, we had chances to go in at 1-0 or 2-0. Martial, what happened there? You got to head that in. Come on, Tony. Didn't have a great game today, Tony Martial, I don't think. Needs to show more for it in terms of, I think when the game's flowing and United have Rashford on, who didn't start today because he's been a naughty boy, apparently, and I don't know whether it's lateness. Ten Hag said it's disciplinary. He didn't start. It's good to see Ten Hag holding standards high and holding the same standards to everyone, whether you're in form, out of form, whatever. Young player Garnacho coming, he got held to those standards during pre-season. Rashford's held to them this time, and Ten Hag shows, even though I'm going to discipline you, I still love you. I'm still going to play you. I'm still going to give you minutes. But I have to show you who's boss. And Rashford comes on, probably with a little bit of a, why did you drop me attitude, as every player will, and bags the winner. Could have had two. One was disallowed by VAR for handball. Unlucky, but I get it. He's touched his hand and it's gone in. But the deflection, he couldn't really do much with it. His goal was fantastic. Great 1-2 with Bruno to get into the box. Strength to hold off the defender. Fantastic finish as well. Incredible from Marcus Rashford. 11th goal of the season in 22 games, 7 in the league. That's what we want to see. My man of the match today, proving a match winner. But like I said, I don't think we performed that great. We had a short spell after half-time when Marcus Rashford came in, and Anthony and Tony and Rashford were linking up, and Bruno and that, and it looked like, oh, we're going to win this game now. And then it kind of fizzled out after that because we had those long breaks in play. I'm surprised there wasn't more minutes added on at the end, to be totally honest with you. They're probably feeling a little bit hard done by that, Wolves. But there were 5 minutes added on, and we did hold on towards the end, which is a great sign again. A clean sheet for De Gea, which takes him clear of Alex Stepney and into second position in terms of clean sheets. I think 4 or 5 away from the record. Incredible from David De Gea. Fantastic save from a free kick from Neves. Fantastic save from a header from Jimenez on 94, 95 minutes. Outstanding stuff from David De Gea to keep that clean sheet. 1-0 win for United. It sees us go into the new year in 4th spot. And I'm still sitting there thinking, we could perform better. And that's what I love about this United team. We have higher standards of them now. We have higher standards of Tony Martial because we've seen what he can do throughout the season. And we demand those standards of him going forward. And hopefully he can. This was an off day for him. Anthony, I thought he was much better today, although a little bit wasteful at times. I thought Garnacho wasted a huge chance in the first half from the mistake. And like I said, I've said we didn't create enough. And I'm saying we had chances. There was a corner for Casemiro, which he flipped over. The Garnacho one, the Martial one, where he should have stick your head on it, Tony. And then it goes to Anthony and he sticks his head on it when he should stick his boot on it, even though he was offside. We had those chances, but, one of them was from a mistake from a Wolves player. One of them was from a corner. And we had a lot of possession. I feel like we should have been doing more with that. Dominated possession in that first half. Controlled possession in the first 30 minutes. Wolves' chances came from sloppy play from United, giving the ball away. Costa was trying to rattle Luke Shaw, fouled him at one point. Luke Shaw was having none of it, was excellent at centre-back. I said this the other day. I know, whoever the opposition was the other day, we played Luke Shaw, different opposition now. Play Luke Shaw again. Even if, unless Lindelof's fit enough to start the game, play Luke Shaw. I didn't want to see Maguire come back into the starting lineup because I think we play much better with Luke Shaw at centre-back, which is mad, isn't it? It's mad that I'm saying that. 80 million centre-back captain. Came on, did excellently well for the last 5 minutes in terms of his clearance from the box, from a corner. Fantastic, helped us see out the game. But that's not what we brought him for, do you know what I mean? So I thought Luke Shaw did well at centre-back. Varane, very good. Casemiro, very good at times. At times he seemed to be off the pace, and then he'd just get in there and lead the player off and win the ball. And then he came into his own when we went 1-0 up, started showing his experience, throwing his weight around. I love that guy, man. He's fantastic. Bruno could have done better in the first half, I think. Created a little bit more, linked up the play a little bit more with the front three. Although we had a few good moments, and there was a pass, I think, for Martial, which Martial got his shot away, but the defender came across and blocked it. But we needed a little bit more. Eriksen, again, we kept possession really well. We need a little bit more cutting edge. And maybe you could say Lopetegui's Wolves kind of sat in deep, plugged the gaps really well, made it difficult for Manchester United. I thought Anthony had a bright game. Although, wasteful at times, but I thought he looked a lot better than he has recently. And I know everyone's frustrated at the moment because we're not making a transfer, but the Glazers are leaving. We don't have to get a transfer. Fair enough. And people are kind of drawing back to his price tag and kind of making, if we had the money from that, we would have. But I think he's a very good, talented player. He's going to be frustrating at times. There's going to be other times where he wows us. Came in, caught fire really quick, scored 3 quick goals in Premier League. Fizzled out a little bit, but I thought he had a good game today. Battled hard. Martial needs to do a lot better. And Garnacho and Rashford share the left-hand side. I thought Garnacho should have scored, but decent game. He was lively. He was always a threat. Got the fullback booked. We should have worked on that a little bit more. And then Rashford comes in and proves to be the match winner, although we didn't create anything for him. We had that 15 minutes after half time, and then it got long stoppages. Then we get that goal. What a goal it was. Oh man, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm literally still buzzing from yesterday's gig. It was amazing. Thank you to everyone that came out. Thank you to J. Joe and Steve for being them, I guess. Thank you to all the people that work hard on Paddock. Thank you to you lot that have been watching all year as well. Happy New Year to everybody. Make sure you're keeping it locked by hitting that subscribe button. United go into the new year in 4th. We're level on games now with Spurs, although they will play again over the weekend, but that's not till 2023, you know what I mean? So we end the year in the top 4. And it just feels good to feel good about Ten Hag and United at the moment, don't it? I know I'm sat here and I said we should have played better today, but we just won 1-0 at Wolves. It's a pretty good result. We've been going pretty well recently. We need to keep it going. Games are going to be coming thick and fast. Got some difficult games coming up as well. We need to perform better, but I'm confident we will. This was a big win today. Big win. See you in a bit. Happy New Year. Peace. Happy birthday to Sir Alex as well. I know he watches on that. And he watches right to the very end of videos, obviously.